Let's bring in attorney Lou Shapiro. Good to have you. Let's unpack more of this. Let's get to the fact that on the night that he was killed in May, by all accounts from his family, friends, the one witness there, the friend who was with him, Johnny Wactor didn't even get a chance to defend himself. He literally asked a question and then was shot and killed. My question to you, Lou, is what do you make of the fact that just one of the suspects is charged with murder with special circumstances?
Well, given Gascon's narrow policy on implementing the strictest types of charges when necessary, it really doesn't surprise me. He takes a narrow view on charging things like special circumstances murder, and when they don't have to be charged, his office is not going to charge them. I think given the facts in this case, he narrowed in on the shooter, the one who used the gun and shot the actor and killed him. There was a justification by Gascon's office to say that's the person we're going to charge with the special circumstances murder, which is committing a felonious act, robbery in this case, which results in the death of somebody else. The other individuals arguably did not intend on committing this murder. It was sort of maybe done like a lone act by one of the individuals. I don't think anybody thinks that these four people went out that night to kill this actor. And that is sort of the pitch by the victim's family. Why isn't everybody looking at life in prison based on what happened? We can understand that is what their sentiments are, their feelings are. But the law looks at it a little differently. And that's how Gascon is applying it in this case.
So do you think then that Gascon got it right?
Gascon, look, I'm a little afraid to answer that question on live television. But I'll say it like this. What Gascon did is not unreasonable. He is working within the confines of the law. Now, in terms of the gang enhancement, that's another issue. If you want me to address that now or ask me a follow-up.
Well, let me ask you that because we did hear from basically the team behind the Justice for Johnny movement. One of them took to the podium today and said, first of all, Gascon admitted that these people are tied to a gang. Why not add gang enhancements? Why not do that?
So when we hear the term gang enhancement, we feel that it can be used very liberally. These people were members of the gang. They committed an act, whether it was stealing or even someone shooting someone. Why aren't they charged with a gang enhancement, which can add anywhere from 4 years up to 10 years or more? And the answer is because in order to get a gang enhancement, it needs to be proven that the act itself was done for the benefit, furtherance, or support of the gang. And I suspect, we haven't seen all the evidence yet, but that it could be that these individuals, while they happen to be members of a gang, doesn't mean that they were trying to steal this catalytic converter for the gang itself. It could have been something that they were doing just for their own financial benefit. So that remains to be seen, but that's where the argument comes in, whether or not to charge that gang enhancement.
Okay, well, as we heard today, they have rescheduled arraignment for a little bit later this month. We will, of course, follow up. And we thank you, Attorney Lou Shapiro. Thanks so much for your insight tonight.